morning everybody, and how are you? I hope you had a good evening last night. I'm Iris Smith, and I'm the owner of a small business in Mansfield called the Flower Patch. Right, as you can see, I've got my little naughty boy with me again. He's been running around. He went on his bed, decided to have a sniff about and jump back over onto this side. And there's me thinking he was going to go to sleep. Right, today, before I start, I'm not going to my son's girlfriend's concert tomorrow. There's been, other arrangements, so I'm not going. So the thing is, I'm considering doing a live. Now, I've been looking at the times, and I've been thinking, if I do it about probably 3 o'clock, it may be about around 11 o'clock around the USA. I know Germany is an hour in front, so that'll be 4 o'clock their time. I can't remember the others that I had to look at. Gosh, this is old age, this. I keep going out a bit loopy. So I'm considering doing one then. I am very nervous. I don't know why. I like to put myself in at the deep end. I don't know, that's just the sort of person I am. Shove myself in at the deep end and then I just can't go back. Simple. Instead of building myself up and getting nervous, I don't like that. So even though I have been getting nervous over the weekend because I know I'm going to be doing one, but I'm going to put myself in at the deep end and try and do one this week. I may need my son to help me set things up, and for him to show me what to do because he'll be at work. That's if he's better by tomorrow, and he could show me how to connect. So if it doesn't connect, guys, I apologise straight away, because I'm no good with technology. I'm really not. It sounds so simple when people tell you, but I like to be shown. I learn quicker when somebody shows me things. I guess probably, a lot of you do too. So bear that one in mind. So today I've got my heater on, so I will switch that off when we start. I've got a little pumpkin frame that I have sprayed the Oasis brown to match this, I don't know what you call it, lining, what you put in your hanging baskets. You can buy it in not rolls, big circles where you just place it in. So I've cut it to shape and I have tied it around with tie wraps. I've got no brown tie wraps, unfortunately, but we are going to be hopefully covering all of those. I've turned them all around. Well, they seem to come back round. I've turned them around underneath the way the tie wraps are, so you can't see them. So the main bit is at the back. And before I did that, I measured out the Oasis, cut it around, took it outside to spray it brown. It's a rust colour brown. And then I attached this hanging basket liner onto it after. So I haven't glued the Oasis down because these bars are holding it in place, and plus the tie wraps are on so it can't go anywhere. So I'm going to start like showing, you see, now I can't make my mind up whether to do the ribbons first because I have cut these down already. I've been spending my morning cutting them down. I've cut a lot down, probably not, I don't need as much, but I can use them for something else, the ones that I don't use. So I want to put, with it being a pumpkin, I've got a purple, just a plain purple, beautiful vibrant purple, and an orange with some pumpkins on. I think that's upside down, like that. and I've cut the same amount out for each, so those two will be going together as a pair. And then the others that I've got are the plain orange, just a smaller width. I think these are 1.5 mil wide. So I've done those in plain orange instead of the plain purple. And then I've got out some of that in purple. Isn't that beautiful? I love this. It's so vibrant. So I thought, let's get these done, and I'm going to pair these up as well. These ones, the bigger ones, are 2.5. I'm sure that 2.5. Yes, 2.5 mil wide, centimeters, should I say, not mil. So I've done those as well, and they will be paired up together as one. So I'm in two minds whether, and I'm attaching them with tie wraps or zip ties, as some people know them. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to just put them together, fold them over so I know where to pinch, just place a crease in it. So my crease is there, so all I will do is gather them up together like that, and then I will tie wrap them on to the bar, and then once they're onto the bar I will manipulate them to stretch to become open, so they will end up along those lines, a bit neater, but that's just in my hand around here. I'm going to be putting floral around the bottom. So for our floral, if my cat moves, I have got some papery orange grass that I'm going to put in. I've got a smaller one here, I think I chopped away at it, and when I used it last again, and I didn't need this piece. I may be shortening these, pulling them off. They are on paperback, and then just making them slightly smaller because they are very long. So I don't want them, as you can see, that long on the arrangement. So I will be cutting those down more than likely. I have got also, because we've got black in our ribbon, some black fern. This is another one I've been using, so I want to use this up before I start a fresh one. So I want to put a bit of that in also. Oh, I found another piece. I've also got there's a mixture of brown and orange eucalyptus with seeds on that I also want to incorporate in the design. And my beautiful fern, the orange one from the company called Wreath, I also want to add those into the pumpkin as well. And then I've also got, if my cat gets off them, some oak leaves, and I thought, let's get those in. They look beautiful. They are green. We will need a bit of green to bounce, you know, the darker colours, the oranges, to bounce off of the greens. So that is our foliage. Oh no, I've got these as well. I've just got one stem of each of my long stem ruscus, that with me having purple and black in the ribbons, I also want to attach a bit of purple in as well. Very, very long. So we're going to put some of those in also. Now for our floral, I've got out some, and I don't really use these a lot because I don't really put them in, I say do many purples, but there is purples about. But I forget that I've got them in purples. But I'm going to put in also, if there's an oddment, there's got to be an oddment. Yes, as usual. Just for again, I use these for the movement because they're airy and wispy, and I like to see a bit of that in my arrangements. So we're going to use those as well. My cat won't move, he's so stubborn. Now I've got this is another one of my hydrangeas, where I said I've got different shades of purple. Now this is a darker one because we've got dark purple, you know, in the ribbons. I didn't really want to use a light. I have got a light one out, well, sort of light. No, it looks more like it's similar shade to that. So if I don't use the big one, you know, because I was going to chop little bits off of it and just play like that and place those in and around the arrangement, or I was going to use these smaller headed hydrangeas. I've also got out, I found this at the back of a book, my bucket with some orange autumnal stems in. So I thought I could use this. It's got a bit of red in it. I might not use that, but it's got black in it as well, and it's got a pumpkin, which I may put that pumpkin at the top. And it's also got acorns as well. Oh, isn't that lovely? And also some beads, some little berries, I don't know, yeah, berries, some berries they've got in, not beads. And they've also got one chrysanthemum sat there as well, so I want to use that. And I've also just got these out, my cream coloured sunflowers. The reason I've got those out is because the background on this ribbon is cream, so I thought we could at least incorporate something what's got cream in it. Oh goodness me, it won't move. And then I've also got what I've pulled out as well, gosh, these are all lengths, my deep purple Geminis. I thought they would look really sweet instead of just having big headed flowers, you know, because it's not a big arrangement, you know, wreath. So I thought I'd get smaller ones out. No, you're not lying on the flowers. You've got a bed over there. No. And I've also got my wispy little curly rubbery stems out, what I love. And I thought I may add some of those in as well. So that is what I've got. So let me put all of this down here. Put the florals right to the end, because they're the last ones that I like to tend to, majority of the time, put in last. So let's just move these. There's a lot of foliage more than anything. I keep saying to myself I'm going to do just a wreath and it's just going to be green foliage, different coloured foliage. Come on, you're going to have to move. Oh, you're so heavy. So we're going to have to do that as well. Now I've got my turntable out, but once we start, and that's for the to put the ribbon on so you can see. So I will lower the camera, but once we start to put the floral in, I will get my easel out so we can have it stood up, and then I'll move my camera in a different position again. So that is what we've got. So, oh, and I've got all my tie wraps out. They're only white. I've got green, but they're really long, and I haven't got black. So I thought once the ribbon's on, you won't see these. So they're the smallest ones that I have. I've got to get some black ones. I had some, but my husband's got them now for his workshop. So I'm going to move the camera down. You may not see me, but I want you to see how I'm attaching the ribbons, because I want to put the ribbons around first. I'm going to put a few ribbons underneath here as well. That's why I've not put this oasis right to the bottom, because I do want some ribbons as well to carry on the theme around the bottom. There's going to be a lot of ribbon. I don't usually put too much ribbon on, but I thought let's overdo it today and let's put lots on. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to move my camera, but I will be sitting down to do it. But once we get it on the easel, I'll move my chair and I shall be standing up. So one moment, everybody. I'll try and bring it in a bit closer. Oh my goodness, I've got all little tables in way. Sorry about this. Again, you may not see me, but hey oh, that's not important. Right. Oh, let me switch the heater off because it's noisy. Oh, that's better. Gosh, I feel like my ears aren't ringing anymore. Right, again, we're going to start, and I've cut these to 8 inches long. I don't want them any bigger, again, because this isn't very big. I don't want them to look out of place. So there we go. So what I'm going to do is just grab a purple. This one's going to go on the back because it's a deep colour, and the one with the pattern will sit on the top. And all I do, fold it in half. I can see where I need to pinch it there, and then I just gather it together, pinch it in the centre like that. So I'm going to I'm not putting the tie wraps on first because I may need more. So what I'm going to do is bring some around the bottom. Oh, my cat's watching. And I'm just going to pull it. And what I mean by parting them, I'm just going to do that. Put these two oranges opposite each other, and then the purple opposite, like that. And as I go along, I'll take the tie wrap, cut it off. Like that. So again, that will all be hidden through the florals and the foliage. So then I'm going to alternate and get the next colour, bend that in half just so I can see the pleat, and do the same. Just gather it in the centre like that and pinch it, as we say. Hold it in our thumb and finger and then place. I will tidy all these ribbons up. This is just a base, because they're bending over and that, because I need to see where I'm going with the tie wrap. Does anybody else think tie wraps can be a bit awkward? They're brilliant, but they're awkward. No, you're not going to sleep on... Oh, here we go. You're not going to... No. Go on your bed. I don't want you on there. Don't be naughty. No, Marley. No. Stay there. Don't you... He's giving me the right eye. And I'm going to do the same with this one. Pinch it in the centre. And I'm just going on each prong. I may go in between as well and have two different ones, put two in between there as well, just to bulk it up. We'll see once we've got these in to see how, how much room they take up. Oh, I thought I'd lost my flat-headed clippers yesterday. I was hunting all evening and I couldn't find them. And lo and behold, I'd searched the bins, everything. But when I got up this morning, I thought, now let's just take a step back on when I tidied up. And the last place that I looked, there was there. When I put my, wood burning tool to cut deco mesh, or so it doesn't fray, there was in there. And I was panicking because I can't not have them. So, but I've got them now, so that's great. And again, just pinch it in the centre. And just move that out of the way. and just thread my tie wrap underneath that metal bar, place my ribbon in the centre of it, and then just pull on the tie wrap. Again, I will straighten the bows up. I kept thinking to myself, I may have cut a bit too many. I've cut 19 strips of each ribbon and then I dovetailed them all. So, who knows? I may need some more. I thought I'd show you this instead of pre-doing this, especially for the beginners who've never done it before. It's nice to be able to see. And get another one. Yeah. On this last one here. Then I'll fluff them up and then I'll show you what they look like. And then that'll also give me an idea to see if I need to double up and put some more in. Right, I'm just going to turn it around and then just position these . And what I'm doing, because I've got like purple there, orange there, I don't want to bring the orange one next to the orange. So I'm bringing the purple next to the orange. And that is how I'm doing it. And just spreading them like that. And then again on this one, I don't want the purple next to the purple. So I will bring the orange next to the purple instead. Just so then you get orange, purple, orange, purple. I don't want any of the oranges, like, you know, or purples to clash. So, and just bend over the top so it gives a little bit of a curl under, like that. I don't think I'll need to double up. And I'll turn it around once I've done this. Now that's purple. Oh, nearly went wrong, guys. So then that one becomes orange. Is it orange? No, purple. Good gracious me. Why am I getting it wrong on the last ones? I've only just started, you see. I don't think I can go a video without actually going wrong or doing something. So that's purple, orange, purple, orange, purple. Like that. So then that becomes like that at the bottom. Nice and fluffy. So that, you could also, if you wish, I mean, I cut 2 extra pieces off accidentally of my purple, but you could also put a tail end at the bottom. So we may do that and attach that, just a small tail end. Because I've got, like I say, I've got 2 pieces, and then I just might get a plain orange to join up with it and have that at the bottom as well. So that's the ribbon on the bottom. Now the ribbon on the top, where I finish here with the pattern one, the orange pumpkins, I will start with the other ribbon. I don't want to put another orange pumpkin next to it. So I do start with the opposite one. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to come up around here, put a few there, but when I put my florals in, if I can, I'm trying to find a little piece or something, probably can't, but if I put my florals in, I don't mind my florals going and entwining within the ribbon. That I don't mind, because that is what I'm trying to aim for, to have a lot of ribbon and then just incorporate the florals into the ribbons. So let's start. I've done this that many times, I seem to know where the centre is. So I'm going around on the main edge, as you may see here. I'm starting on the outer edge. So I'm just going to pop, tie wrap through. So then that one becomes the orange there. And then the orange up there. So then I'll go back to the other one. And do the same. And again, I don't want to put too many on, because I don't want to, you know, too many too close. I don't want to overpower it with the ribbon. Oh. That's orange, so then that becomes purple. So then it starts looking like that. So we're doing around there. As soon as I reach the top here, I will then start going down onto the main wire there. And if it looks full enough, then I might do that wire, miss one, do another one, miss one, and so on. Because it may be quite full. So we don't need to do it on every piece of wire. Again, just pinch it in the centre. Sometimes people get the tie wraps ready, but I want to show you, I mean, usually I would, but I want to show you how I do it once, you know, before everything is prepared. Especially, you know, for some beginners as well. I like to do things for the beginners. No, it was dying to go on and lie onto, no Marley, no, onto my flowers. And I don't want that happening. He's doing it. No, you've got a bed. Sorry guys, but oh goodness, here we go again. As much as I love him, it can be a pain. So purple, orange. He's sitting there sulking. Honest to God, guys, he's sulking. I keep getting that one the wrong way round. And that. Like that. So as you can see, I may have to push those down a little bit. It's becoming to look like that. He just wants, I don't know what it is, he just wants something to lie on that's bouncy. And I won't allow, not on my florals. I really don't like that. And we'll put another one in. I find tie wraps quite slippy in my hands. I don't know if it's because I have hand lotion on and it just feels quite slippy. Again, just spread them equally. And as you can see on top, they're starting to cover the next one, the next wire in line. So they're covering that. That's the reason I don't want to do them on every one. I'll show you what I usually do. So I'm going to come here. I usually put my tie wrap in, get it prepared. So it's got a gap about like that. And I get them prepared before I start. And then I just thread this through the hole like this. So then it's already, the tie wrap is already in place. And that is easier, you know, than doing it bit by bit. So if you want to do it like that, that's much easier. And again, I will fluff these up. I've got to think about fluffing my bows up. So I'm not going to go from the bottom here. I'm going to start around here and then work my way up. So we're going to just do around this side now as well. So so that one we started, so we have to start with one of these. Oh, it's a cold, horrible day here in Mansfield. It really, really is. Wet and windy and chilly. And again, that was purple that side, so we want orange. Let's go next to the purple at the top. about the dogs outside. It's not my neighbour's dog. It's the lady up the street who's got dogs. When she lets them out on the front, on the drive, they stand at the gate and they just bark. There might not even be anybody there, they just bark. I think she's got 2 cockapoos, I think. I like cockapoos. I think they're lovely. They're like little teddy bears. And then we'll put the orange there. So as you can see, it's doing the same effect on this side. I may end up cutting a few more, guys. So this is the way you do it if you want to do it, you know, bit by bit, 1 ribbon at a time, without having your tie wraps already prepared. And then I'll purple, orange, gosh, I keep forgetting. I think when I do these ones, I'll put the tie wraps ready in so you can see again. If you wanted to already, you know, insert your tie wraps, getting ready, you know, instead of doing it like this. That one. And I do cut the tie wraps off every time I've inserted them in. So that's purple. So you want orange. And then that one. This can be quite time consuming. I'm doing it slow, just to show you, you know, instead of actually doing it in slow motion on the camera, I'm just doing it in as slow as I can. So you can see what I'm doing. Oh, here he comes again. He's just adamant he wants to sit on there. No. Goodness gracious me. Oh, I feel like a naughty teacher, keep telling him off. I know he doesn't understand, but oh my good gracious me, he can't do it. I can't allow him. And then one more I'm going to place here. Because the more ribbons are on, the fuller it becomes. So that's the reason I tend to put the tie wraps on first. So that's purple up there. So we want orange next to the purple. So that is the effect that we have. And again, you can go around and just fluff them up, position them until you're happy. One's gone under there. And then do that. And just curl them over again to give them a nice little fluffy feeling. I'm all for things like that. Let me just have a look. So now we've got here going across, we've started with the one with the pumpkin. So then we go to the other one. In fact, let me put on some tie wraps. So I'm going with the tie wrap, putting one there, missing that one, putting one there, missing that one, and then putting one on there. And I'm going to be putting just about 3 on each. I think I may have to cut some more. So then and again, that's all I'm doing. This is what I tend to do before I do them anyway. But again, I wanted to show you the other way, so I thought let's show you this way now as well, which you'll probably find much quicker. And if we need to put any more on with them, then that's fine. So again, I finished on this side with the pumpkin, the orange pumpkin. So we'll start with this one. And again, all I do is thread it through the loop. And I want to start around here. So there's my guiding just above. Let me just get my other, because to give it more of a pull. There we go. Excuse me. And I'm going to the next row here. I'm not going up, I'm going to the next row, and I'm going to just put that in as well. There we go. And I will fluff these up. Again, instead of having to measure them, if you want to get it in the centre, just fold them over like that. Give it a little crease and then open it back up and you will see the line where the centre is, and then pinch it there. Saves you having to keep getting out and measuring it on your mat. Make sure it's in line with that. and pull. So now I started with this one, I will start with the orange pumpkin on the next row up. Get the other tie wrap, pop it through and pull. It's much quicker when you already attach your tie wraps, but again I just wanted to show you both ways. I'm just pushing it through with my thumb and then pulling it through the other side. Right, let me measure in where that one's finished. And then cut it. Again, just keep alternating with your ribbons. And if you do go wrong and put two the same next to each other, just cut the tie wrap to take it off. I'm trying to line up on the second row with the tie wraps where they each are. And again, I will fluff all these up. So we started with that one, so we want this one to start. The last tie wrap here. We may need another row, but that's okay. Again, I'm not fluffing them up until I've done it, so it's just so I can see where the tie wraps are on the bottom. And one more. Gosh, I've got some left, so I might do another row. Oh, why not? I've cut them all up. And again, I'm just pushing it through with my thumb and pulling it out through the other side. Making sure they're in line. There we go. Right. Let me see what it'll look like fluffing them up. Again, we've got our oasis and we're going to be working inside the ribbons. And I'm fluffing them up, I'm going from top to bottom on each row. So when you're finished, it will look like the whole of the pumpkin is covered in just ribbons. Gosh, I can hear the wind outside. And you may think again like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of ribbons on there. But we are going to be, again, like I say, incorporating our flowers. So once we've got some of our flowers and that, it will start to hide the some of the ribbon. That's purple. So that needs to go that side. The orange that side. I thought I'd do something, you know, with lots of ribbon in, instead of just the plain, well, I wouldn't say plain, I don't like using that word, but with a lot of, without ribbon, and just instead of having just one big ribbon in, I thought let's show you. I mean, you can do this on deco mesh as well, wreaths, and attach the ribbons in like that. So just place that one across there. Look at that, it looks like I've already finished. So that is your ribbons. I've got some left, so that's good. So I can use those for other things. So that is our pumpkin. You will not really notice now that it is a pumpkin, but hey-o, you know, I don't mind. If you don't like that sort of thing, take the outer side off instead. And perhaps if you want to attach some foliage around the outside to give it the shape of the pumpkin. So now I'm going to get the easel, and I'm going to put the easel up. You see, I could do it sitting down. Yeah, so you can zoom in, so it's a bit closer. Let's do it like that, something different. So I'm going to get 1, 2. I'll take that one off. These pull off. So I'm going to get the 2 smaller ones. We'll put that one there for now. Oh, it is a trier. I don't know why he wants to sit on that when he's got a comfortable blanket. Let me move him. He'll probably come back, but I need to get him off. Go on your bed and go to sleep on there. Stay there. Yes, don't shake your head. Stay there. Be a good boy for mummy today. Stay. Oh, he'll be back, guys. I can tell you this straight away. So, no, here he comes. I'm going to have to be firm with him. Right, he's settling. I think he understands now. No means no. As much, oh, I've just punched myself in the face. As much as I love him, guys, but oh my good gracious me. He can be frustrating. I'm just pulling some of these leaves off on the bottom, just to give me a better length stem to play with. So let's get the top. That's the top. So our oasis is in here. hidden in here. So what I want to do is bring these 2 black ones and 1 down the bottom there. So let's just lift your ribbon up and look where you want to place it. And I want that just there. And again, you can manipulate these. Then just close your ribbon back up and do the same on the other side. Always sulking. He's got his head down looking at the blanket. Follow it across. It makes me feel guilty. Just get that bit of glue off. And let me just turn it around because I want to see how long I actually want this one. Not that long. So let's take some more off. And just have a look, that's better. He wouldn't come in again last night, guys. I don't know what's wrong with him. My husband seems to think that there may be a female. I'm just checking to make sure this is more of a centre. And again, work your ribbon around it. Let's just have a look. So I may slightly bend those going up. So it just doesn't look like it's going right across the, horizontal. Give it some shape. So then it becomes like that. And I've only using 3 of those because they are big. I think I need to get the oak leaves in first. Let me just see. Yeah, because they will go on top of the oak leaves so they're noticeable. Or do I put some of those in as well? Now let's get these black stems in. 1. I don't know whether I'm going to cut these up into little bits or not, because they are quite long. Oh gosh, they are quite long. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut them. Bring it down there. Yeah, what I'm going to do, because these are now leaning up, I want to place one there so it's got its own space, and then get another one. Just manipulate it, put it in a similar position, mirror image. I'm just going to place them at the moment like that, and then I could have 2 small pieces either side, or I could use the smaller ones, this smaller one for here, and then just have one long one behind the fern. So again, I'm just going to turn it around so I can see the correct position. So we're just going to move the ribbon. Again, you don't have to put all of, as much ribbon in as I've put in. You can just put little bits in and scatter them about. That's okay. I'm going to take these 2 off at the bottom to give me a bit longer stem. Then I'm going to cut the prongs off. And move the ribbon around. I mean, once you've put everything in, you can then do it, you know, maneuver the ribbon as again into the position that you'd like. Let me just lift it up a moment. Yeah, we'll put that one in. We'll put the smaller one, like I say, I'm going to go just behind the frame. And just give it a bit of movement in the stem so it's just not a straight vertical stem. And then this one, I'm going to take some of these. I'm going to put these little leaves on picks and use them for individual leaves. And again, I'm going to place, oh my good gracious, that's a long glue string. Oh, here we go with the bands. Why do they always do it around when I'm videoing? So I'm going to place that one. Mind you, I did get an email last night saying that they're on the way. I can hear somebody. Yeah, somebody's here. One moment, guys. One moment. Hi everybody. It was a delivery. Oh goodness, and I've got it here and I've just opened it and I've thought, oh, these are what I've been waiting for. So my son's just made me a cup of coffee. So I've got to just have a quick peek. I can't help it. It's like Christmas. Gold rose heads that I ordered. Oh gosh, they're lovely. We'll take them all out in a bit, but I just want to show you some gold leaves. These are all Christmassy things I've ordered. Little balls, little pom-pom balls on glittery. I've got several of everything. Gold pom-pom balls, oh my goodness. And some more. And some more. Some gold again. Let me put these on the floor. Oh my goodness, it's Christmas! Blue. I've ordered some blue. Oh my gosh. I've still got lots of blues and reds coming because I had no reds. Some silver ruscus, Christmassy ruscus. Gold gypsophilia. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at these, guys. Look at these I've ordered in blue. Oh, I've got to get one of these out. Oh, look at those. Look how vibrant they are. Oh my gosh, they are thick with glitter. Oh gosh, look at them. Oh, how beautiful are they? Now, my wholesaler, they didn't look that good on the picture. I just thought there was just a navy blue, but oh my goodness. Some more silver eucalyptus. Oh, and I've got them in silver as well, like the blue ones. In silver. I've got silver rose heads where I'll put my own picks on. It was much cheaper to buy them like that than the ones with the stems already on. You get more in the pack. Some silver ruscus, some more blue, gold gypsophilia. Oh, and I bought some more heather for the wreaths. See, I've got several of different ones. Oh my, aren't they pretty? Again, you've seen those, what I've just shown you, I'll just place them on the floor. Look at those big gold leaves to put in a wreath. Oh gosh. I've got another one there. Pink pom-poms. Oh, glittery. They all glitter. I love glitter. Silver. Silver. Silver pom-poms. Some more of the big leaves. Oh gosh, isn't this wonderful? And some more. I like to order plenty. Silver pom-poms. Pink. Pink. Oh, what are those? Oh, orange, small, oh, go on, say it. Roses, yellow, orange roses, small bunch. I needed some orange and some more gold roses and some pom-poms. Oh, look at these. Let me get one of these. These are clip-on ones. Look how tiny. I saw them because they was tiny. Poinsettias in pink. I thought, I've got big ones. I want some tidgy ones to dot around. Oh, have a closer look. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my goodness. And again, if I wanted the ones that had got the stems on, they was going to cost me £3 more for the same amount. So I got those. I thought, I can put my stems on. I did have 650. That's it, guys. Oh, gosh, it's Christmas. Sorry, I had to share that with you. I just love sharing things. Oh, that's made me smile. Oh, my goodness, I can't believe it. Oh, welcome to Christmas. Oh gosh, I've gone in the Christmas mode now. Oh gosh, I've got to get my mind back into this. I'm just cutting this off of here. I don't want that. Just to get some oak leaves. I thought, let's get them cut. Now I'm cutting, to you new beginners, all you other people who've seen them before understand. On your there's your main stem. Even on here, there's a main stem there. Now, when you hear me say node, that means the next piece that is growing off of the main stem. So that is on the main stem. These are growing to the side of the stem. So that is called a node. So when you hear me say cut to the next node, I mean cutting from the above down, not from down up, from above down. So the next node will be there. So then I will cut just above the next node right here. So then that node will stay on that stem, and I'm just taking this off. And that's what I mean. I hope that's you understand that. I hope, I said, simple enough for you to get. But that's what I mean when I say the next node. I don't ever mean cut from the bottom when you cut to the next node. You always cut from the top. So let's get a few green bits in. I'm going to place those under the black so it bounces off. I had a nice piece here. Let me get this one, and I want to place that there. Yeah. Oh gosh, guys, I am in the Christmassy mode. Let me know if you're just as bad as me. So I've placed that one just there, and then again I've got my oasis all under there. I'm not going to keep fluffing it up because I'm going to keep parting it. I will fluff it up mainly at the end. But so if you see some oasis, don't worry guys, I will spot it. I just want to move the ribbons out the way so I can position them Let me do the other side. Oh, I can't believe all of that. There's got to be about 40 items in there. And plus I've ordered another from a wholesaler. I did it the day after. I should have done it all together, but I forgot. It was the day after that I thought, oh no, blues and reds. So I went crazy the next following day and ordered a lot. So again, you'll be able to see the oasis, but I've placed a bit of green in it to let the black, as you know, you can focus on the black and it bounces off of the nice, beautiful lime green with the yellow around it, what looks like it's turning into autumnal colours. So I don't know whether to put one up there. I'll hang on to that. Oh, now we've got our purple. Right, let's cut the purple, 3 pieces only. I'm going to cut that smaller one. I don't want too many of these, so they can go on the side and this at the bottom. Again, I'm going to take those off so I can use those as single stems. Am I the only one who gets really excited? My husband thinks I act like a kiddie. I don't mind. I really don't. Christmas, oh. Do you all get up like me early, sit and wait and think, when's everybody going to wake up? And you can't stand it anymore. You don't like waiting anymore, so you're going to the bedrooms, whether it be your grandkids or your younger kids, and you just wake them up. I do. And I shout, Santa's been. So yeah, I am terrible. Really am terrible. Let's push that in a bit more. And then I make them all get up. And I make them come and open the prezzies. And then once we've all opened his prezzies, had a few laughs and about things, I then start preparing the dinner, the Christmas dinner. And once I've prepared that, then we sit down. Once it's ready, have the Christmas dinner, and then we play board games and things like that. And then after we've all had enough of the board games, the boys go upstairs and go and do their thing. So that is what we have with the purple and black in around the bottom as well. Don't that purple and black look lovely together? I might just do a purple and black on its own. Oh, I keep getting these ideas, guys. I'm going to be adding, I've got the odd single ones as well. Let's see. Don't know about those. I'm going to be adding now our fern, our beautiful, wonderful, rubbery texture fern from the company leaf. And we're going to place these at the bottom as well. As you can see, just like that, placing it at the bottom so it blends in and bounces again off of the purples and blacks. So I'm going to go in this side. Let's move the ribbon because I don't want to get glue on the ribbon. You can bend these into different shapes, and that's what I like about these. They bend there, so you can have it like that. I know I wouldn't, but right to the tip, bend it like that. Oh, I just love it. It feels, I was trying to think of this last night, it feels a bit like, you know when you get your rubber gloves that you do your kitchen, when you're cleaning your kitchen, it feels like them. I might be wrong to some people, but that's how it felt to me. And that's the only thing I could think of how to, let me pull that one off. How to explain the feeling of them. I'm trying to think of the gloves what they called, what we call them here. I can't remember. And again, I'm going to put, so that's 3, 1 there. I'm going to put 5 of these in. Get 1 more. And then I won't need any more of those. It won't show up on there. So we'll put 1 in the centre. At the bottom here. Okay, move that ribbon. Again, I will tidy these up. And the reason I've put the ribbon at the bottom is because once you lift it up, you want to have something covering the bottom. So it's like a filler foliage really, but obviously in ribbon. So it's just to cover the oasis because you can't see the oasis now at the bottom. So let me just, yeah, we'll bend those going down. So we've got those now at the bottom like that. Right. Oh, sunflower. Let me try and just position 1 sunflower. Oh my goodness, I'm dropping everything. I forgot, are they all long stems? Yeah. Oh, apart from that one. That's good. Now the sunflower I want to sit if I just show you. I want to sit perhaps around there. I'll have to have a proper look just to see if it looks okay. If not, I may just glue it to the top or I may sit it along the bottom. In fact, the bottom looks quite nice. Yes, let's get it in the bottom. Take that leaf off and save that as well. I need to cut it shorter. Aren't they beautiful? That bit in the middle is so furry, like the real thing. So where's the centre? It's here. Let me just, oh, there we go. Let me just lift it up and have a look. Oh, look. Oh, I love pretty things. I don't know about this. Oh, yeah, I do. I'm going to put this grass in. There's a bit of airiness and movement. Now this pumpkin I wanted to put at the top, so I'll save that. Let's get the grass in. I've just dropped one. Oh, look at all of those. That's not much on there. Again, these are paperback. So just pull them off. I haven't got my tape out again. What's wrong with me? Do I add some up here? No. I want all that up there to be the ribbon. Let's get the green and brown out. So I need brown. That's already got some on. So we need it on here. And if you think it's too long and you don't want to cut it off the stem, 1, 2, you can always just trim them across the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's okay. Let's get it all to hold on the paper. That comes off really, really easily, and it looks messy. I may trim these. I just need to see how they're going to look inside. So I'm going to place those more central because they're so long. So we'll have to have a look, guys. See, that one's all parted and wispy, and I'll do the same with the other one. Got glue on it. Well, my cat has finally gone to sleep. Again, push that one in. Let's now start moving these. I want to take one off. Which one? That one. So let's now start moving these in different positions for the airiness and the spikiness. So I'm going to have some shorter than others. They are wired, these. And again, I just want some slightly smaller. I'm not doing them all at the same height, but I'm just going to now move them. I don't want them all flat. I like to see some of them, you know, standing upright. Just a little bit, not too much. Right, let me just have a look. Right, now I can see that these are too long. So I'm just going to cut them at an angle, some shorter than others. Again, because I do want just the wispiness, and same here. I don't want them too long over the side. That one. So let's just position that. So then that gives it that effect. Again, like I say, you can chop them. You haven't got to have them at that length. So I may want to put one up here. This is just a little one. And just manipulate that into a shape. Let's have a look. It may not look right, so I need to check. No, doesn't look right, guys. So I don't want no more of those in. I'll wrap that around that stem with the iron wiring. So we won't be putting any of those in because we do have these. So Let me see what they'll be like. So I don't know. Oh gosh, I've got everything on the floor now. Let me just pick my flowers up. They fell over. Oh gosh. I don't like mess, and I've created mess. See, these you can't see very well because they are so deep in colour. So I may put the odd ones hanging over the bottom. So I'll get 3 out. I've got to have some smaller stems. That's a smaller one. No. Yeah. One more. 3. So let me take the band off and attach the others back into the... Gosh, I'm so glad I bought some more rubber bands. I was going really low. Gosh, I don't know how I'll get them tangled. No, that'll do. So with these, because they don't look right up here, because they do become invisible, so I'm going to have them hanging over the edge. So let's cut those down. Move this ribbon and place one. Again, I'm moving the heads on them. I don't want them to look like they're just vertical like that. I like to bend them so they've got a bit of movement. I don't know if you can see that. I'm lifting things higher. Yeah, I like to see bend. I keep lifting them higher thinking the camera's set right back. So I apologise if there's some pieces that you haven't been able to see. Now, do I just have one there? No, it's got to go down. It's got to follow the pattern of the others on this arrangement anyway. So I'll go under the sunflower. Now I'd usually do this on my easel, but I thought with the camera already being zoomed in or as close as I usually tend to have it, I thought that may help. Now, I'm now considering whether or not to put those, no. So if I have the odd one dotted about, what will that be like? No, doesn't look right. And again, let's try with our colour lilies for the movement. Goodness, keep still. Place them. I might incorporate them into the grass and have the odd one around here. Because again, like I say, I want to keep these ribbons on show. There's just the odd bits from there that I want to put in. So let's get the one. Oh my goodness, I think I need to pull a fresh bunch out because I haven't got any single ones in there now. Oh, my chair. My movable chair. Right. And these are push-ups, basically, which means you can push the leaves and the flowers to the top, or place them however you like down the stem. So I'm going to put 2 here so they entwine, and I'm going in at an angle, and they entwine within the grass. Now that one, it's not sitting correctly, so I always hold the top as I'm pushing up, because if I just go like that, I could force this top of this calla lily off. So I don't want to be doing that. So I just push, hold the top and push down and bring, you know, and bring them up together. Again. Let's incorporate that. Oh. Just want to see what it'd be like if I added a few down here. Because these calla lilies are my lifesaver. They will go in with anything. And they will blend in lovely. Because they're very airy. Yeah, I'm going to place those there, guys. Again, move the ribbon. Place them underneath the Geminis. I've got one here. I'm only putting like 2 in here. I'm not putting one in the centre. Just caught glue on me. So there's your movement with your little calla lilies. Again, you can still see the oasis, but this is because I've brought all the ribbon up so I can see where I need to place things. I think that's looking okay. Quite pretty colours. Now let's get some seeded eucalyptus. Let's pull a few out. So I do have brown in here as well, just plain brown. Oh my goodness. Oh. I do like seeded eucalyptus. I think it looks lovely, especially, you know, in your wreaths and things like that. I'm not getting no more out yet. In your wreaths and things, it adds, oh, it just adds to it. It's beautiful. I think I'm going to place one there, one there. Oops, a daisy. I've got a longer one here. So do I bring that down there? I may bring that one down there, guys. I keep bringing the leaves over with me. And then a couple under here. Under the black as well. Because you can see it there. So I may put the last one, smaller one, with that here. So it becomes like that. Or they may go nice there. If you get the picture, you know what I'm trying to achieve. So I'm basically trying to fill these up with the eucalyptus. So we're going to have one here. Again, just bend it and, you know, manipulate it. we go. Where's that other one? Which one's the longer one? Oh, the same. Let me put the longer one up there. Sometimes I tend to cut the bush, you know, when I get them, just cut some into smaller pieces. So then I can use the smaller pieces instead of chopping away to place in, and they're already cut. So I do that. That's the longer one, so that can go to the bottom. Saves on a bit of time, and if they don't get used, then they'll get used in another way. Now this one, having that one. Let's try it. I'm just going to lift it up, everybody. Do I put that there? Yeah. I'm going to take that leaf off as well. That's the best thing about artificial. I can save all the little leaves, even if they're single. They still come in handy. Again, I'm going to manipulate it. Put a little bend on it. Turn it around so you can see. And I'm going to now place let's push that in a bit more. I could do one there as well. I don't just want that black stem on its own at the top. And then put one on the other side. Let me move the ribbon. Like that. Let's just lift it up. Yes. Excuse me. So we don't need no more of those either. Now we've got these. I'm waiting to do those at the end. So I'm just wondering whether I said about the oak leaves, didn't I? May want a bit of green. Yeah, we're going to put a bit of green in there. Oh goodness. I can feel my chair moving. It was just so awkward. Right, let me see. Do I put 3 in? No, that will overtake it. So 2. I just want to see what this looks like. Just put a bit of green as well. Just lift the lilies up and place them behind. Where's that one I've just chopped? Oh, it's here, look. What a daft. And I just want to place that one there as well. Yeah. As you can see with the oak leaves, I just want to place them at the side of the sunflower to give it something, again, green instead of just orange and purple to bounce off of. And I've cut these short because these I don't want sticking out too far. Again, like that. Just push that under the calla lilies slightly. And then the other one. Oh, another van. Oh gosh. It's the sliding doors. We have the delivery trucks around here and they have the sliding doors. As soon as I hear the sliding doors, that's when I know there's a van. There's a truck outside with deliveries on. And the majority of the time, I know it sounds awful, but they are for me. Because I work from home, all my work deliveries obviously get sent to me here. I'm just incorporating some of the ribbon into where I've gone at the bottom. Just making sure that it's sitting correctly in the right position. That one needs to be up here. That's the centre. I'm going to put my hand there. Oh, it is in the centre. It's probably how I'm holding it. Now that ribbon is looking a bit untidy, so I'm going to dovetail it again. That's better. So let me see concerning putting a bit of greenery behind the black as well. Just one leaf. Yes. So because that's leaning over, that's part of a node that's coming off the main stem. If I want it to sit upright like that, all I do is just bend it that way. And at the top, bend it slightly as well. So it's like that. It doesn't matter if the main stem isn't, you know, vertical or straight. It's the leaf I want upright. So I bend the stem to manipulate the leaf to stand upright. You don't, you know, if you're not looking for that look, then that's okay. You can use it for something else. But I wanted it to have something standing upright. Just a bit of green for the black to bounce off. Just so it's like that at the top. See, as I said, all those ribbons are starting to become invisible. You don't see them as much. So I just want to take one of these out. And I want to see if this is needed. Definitely not on the inside. If it's needed, oops, it's best to put things like this, wispiness, around the outer side. Trying to count how many I may need. 1, 2, oops, 3, 5. So that's on a stem of its own. So that's one. So we've got a single one here. So I'll hold on to that. I'll get another one. So that's 2, 3. There's 2 single ones there, so they can go together. 4. 5. So we'll look at the, oh my goodness, they've dropped off. So I may incorporate those. That's the paperback, what it does. If you don't cover that with any corsage tape, that is what is left in your wreath. And that, oh guys, that makes it look really horrible and unprofessional, really tacky, as we say. And you don't want that for your customers, where it just peels off and unravels, look, as you can see, because it's not glued on this paper, so it just unravels by itself. And especially over time with wind or anything like that, if it's an outside wreath or an arrangement, then that is what will happen. And I know you know you wouldn't want that if you had something like that. So I always say, if you wouldn't like it, don't expect your customers to like that, because I think it's awful. It's a horrible. I don't know why they don't just glue it down. I really don't. It would look much, much better. You see, on here as well, you know, I don't want to give my customers that, because as soon as I glue that in, that here, if I can grab it, it'll just keep peeling off. And as you push it up, it'll rip it and it'll all shred to the top. So before I put corsage tape on, I take off those loose bits of the brown paper, and just to tidy it up, you know, for myself as well, because I don't want all lumps underneath the corsage tape. And then I just tape it up right from on the top, where it doesn't matter if it's not peeling at the top, it will eventually. So I take the corsage tape right under the neck. When I mean neck, I mean the last flower, and take it all the way up to there and tape it down. And like that one, look, again, it's messy, so I peel it off. And if I take this off, look, it's unraveling. So I might as well just take it all off to stop it from being messy. And also it gives me peace of mind and makes me, you know, understand, or not understand, then I know I've done a proper job. And I've, you know, and then again, take it right up to the neck, right up there, so it can't peel off anymore. And then just take your tape down. It makes it look better, guys. And again, like I say, your customers won't notice it. They won't be unhappy because it's done professionally. And it's a win-win for you and your customer. Even if you're doing it, I always say, even if you're doing it for family members, you still do this, put this, you know, the same effort and care and attention into your work as you would a customer. Because your family members are more of a critique. They will come back on you. They will. They're not, you know, they will tell you how some customers are a bit shy and don't like to complain, but your family members will. So, I mean, I'm not saying that I've done it where my family members have come back on me. They haven't, because I won't allow them to do that. But I have made the odd mistake before where I've forgotten something and the customers come back on me. And it's not a nice feeling, especially if you get some customers what are really confrontational. And it's like they're looking for an argument. It's not nice. I mean, I can take things like that, but you don't need it to happen. You know, it's not something that you wish for. I definitely don't. I like to please people. I'm all for pleasing people, me. And I'm one of these. I've always been brought up. I'm a giver. I like to give. What's that? Oh. Yeah, I am a giver. It's the way I was, you know. I don't look for... It's my mum, you know, and I'm a true believer of it. I don't look for praise, you know. It's given when it's earned. That's how I look at it. You know, if something's good, then praise people, you know, make them feel good. But don't do it just to make them happy, you know, because that's giving out false information. I am one of these where I will tell the truth. I will say, if I don't think it looks very good, I will say, oh, not in a horrible way, you know, I'm not going to do that. But I will say, oh, well, you know, you're missing something, which is making it not look as saleable, you know, to customers. You know, I will put it in a proper way. I won't go in all guns blazing and saying, oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. You know, because people try. They do try the best. You know, you can't take that away from people. You know, so don't discourage them by going in all guns and blazing. You know, that's awful. And, you know, especially when you try your best and people just go in, oh no, it's horrid. That's not a way to approach people, especially when they're trying, you know. I'm all for pleasing people. I always think, even if you don't think it's nice, there is always beauty in what you do. Always. To start even doing something's beautiful. That's how I look at it. I just love people. And I love when they try. You can see that they try. I love it. I think they're wonderful. We all have to start somewhere, guys. My mum always used to say that to me. You can't expect to be brilliant without trying. And she's right. So that one's there, that one's there. So I want this one here. Now I've got this little one, what I had left, well, the two single ones that I attached together. So I am considering putting those, because now I've got those in. Don't they look wonderful and wispy? I sit there and I'm like, I'm going to put those above the sunflower. Because they're not too tall. They're not going to be in your face. Oh, look. Isn't that sweet? I think I need another flower there, but I don't want to. I've got these, so I don't know whether to put in that chrysanthemum. Now that's on that big pick. Oh, I've just found this little thing by itself. Oh, I've just found this by itself. I must have chopped away at that. You know, oh, well, I've got to share this with you. A lot of places when I order, it doesn't even say, oh, it does on the back. But this one doesn't say it. But on a majority of the flowers that I've had, I mean, this one on the back tells you it's from range. But I've had where there's tags on, and some of my stems have arrived. Is that one say it now? Let me grab one. It's really weird. I've got to, oh, now I'm going to search for one now. I've probably taken half of the tags off. Oh gosh, there's a tag on there, but it's, oh, I can't find it. There's a barcode on that one. Oh, I'm going to call myself a liar here. Well. I can't find them because there's that much. But anyway, and I see on them, they say, I think, lily flowers. That must be the company. And I can order them from different companies and they all come with the same tag on, lily flowers. So the lily flowers company must produce flowers for different companies. and then they sell them on themselves. So that's only how I can figure it out. I can't figure it out any other way. And my son was sat there saying, "Mum, where did you get these from?" And I told him, and then he said, "Oh, where did you get those ones from?" And I told him a different name of the shop, the wholesalers. He said, "Well, they've got the same name of the flowers on them." And I had to explain that people make them for different companies and sell them on to different companies. So it's like, let me just, can't get that one in. One moment. There, I knew I'd find something. Oh, isn't it lovely? Let me just show you. That's above the sunflower. Now that has filled in that little gap that was bothering me. And I think that's cracking, as we like to say. Sorry. Now then, I'm having that pumpkin off of here. Do I put several? Let me take that tag off again. The only thing I don't like about the tags is some of them put them in the most awkward places. So I'm going to take that pumpkin. I'm going to take that black leaf and that one. That's my cat. That's my other cat. He's here. She's got a fetish of running around my roof. Let me take all this horrid stuff off. So I'm going to put these all together, I think. One moment, guys. I've got to take all these little drabby bits off. This horrible paper. It looks nice when it's on the bunch itself, when you don't disturb it. But once it's disturbed and you're chopping bits off, oh, it's horrid. So I'm going to make my own little pick. I don't know where that's come from, so let's take that bit off. Don't want that. I just want to see. Handle. Yes, yes, yes. Do I put something? No, I'm going to keep it together like that. What's that? Oh, where's that come from? I'm going to just stick that onto the fern. Little bits like this, not with the glue string. I'm going to just stick it onto the leaf of the fern and put it under the sunflower. Brown. Yeah, I'm going to keep just these three together and place them at the top. And then I'm going to sort out all the ribbon. Again, I'm going to start the tape right from under the neck. Yes, my other cat, as I was saying, Evie, a white one. I think she must think that's her playground. I can hear her now. Bouncing around, running. That's what she's doing. So, where the handle is here. Now, I've not got no oasis in there to hold this on. So what I'm going to do is glue it to the back on the inside of this lining. So I'm going to lift up or move the ribbon out of the way. I want it about there. Make sure it's in the centre. So I'm going to use my spatula, my brilliant spatula. I'm going to get quite a bit on because I don't know how, don't really stick things to the, it's like horsehair. And because it's quite weighty, I'm just going to stroke it and then place that on top. Let me just snip the bottom of it because there's no glue on there. Oh gosh, that's hard. Again, just keep hold of it. Why it's on there. That will set lovely. That needs to go there. Just now positioning the ribbons. And again, incorporating them into some of the leaves. Like there's one here, bring that up so that can mix in with the leaves. And here also. Instead of having them underneath, bring some of them up and entwine them into your arrangement. So now I'm just going to move these back into position. They look pretty. Don't you just love the colours of the autumn? The reds, the oranges, the yellows, the browns. Oh, I think they're wonderful. The change of the colours. We've got, and it's a shame really, on our back garden a climber that climbs up your fence. It's like a little tree it started off as, and then it just spreads and climbs. Oh, it's beautiful. It's green leaves in the summer, so then in autumn they turn deep red. Oh, they are magnificent. But then the leaves drop off. I would have wished the leaves to stay on and stay red, but unfortunately they drop off, which is a big, big shame because it is such a vibrant, well, a beautiful deep red. And it looks wonderful. But unfortunately they just drop off, which is such a shame. My husband likes clematis. I'm not a fan of clematis. They don't last long enough for me. I like plants that last long and flower long, even if they're just shrubs. I like the leaves to change a different colour and to stay that colour. So I'm just fluffing up my bows. That's all I'm doing now. Just so it all blends in. Beautiful. So let's just have a look from the bottom. Oops, a daisy. It's that way. Right, I need to fluff that one up. Bring that one out a little bit. And the purple. Get them together in the centre. different colour. And some here too at the bottom. Don't forget to do the bottom where they entwine into the floral at the bottom. There's one there, what's at the right at the bottom. Bring that up. Give it a bit of colour. And again, do the same under here. I'll show you in a minute, guys. I think this is pretty. Again, even though you don't see all the bows, I wasn't doing it to see all the bows. I wanted the bows to be just incorporated into the design. Bring that one out. That one there. That one there. I love fluffing bows up. I go quiet when I'm doing this, so I'm sorry. It's just that I love doing it. I find it relaxing. So I've put the pumpkin at the top. I didn't want it standing out. That's just put a bit of different decoration and, you know, at the top. So just to get it stand inside with the ribbons. So that's the ribbons all fluffed up. Let me just move that a little bit. There we go. So there is today's arrangement. Oh my goodness, don't you just love purples and oranges? They're just so vibrant and stand out against each other. Beautiful. Let me just move that. That's needs to be over here slightly. Or is it that one that's not moved? One moment. Now that'll bug me unless I don't do it properly. Let me pull that off again. There we go. I'm going to sit that there. But let me just get this Gemini straightened so it's central there. And then stick that back on. Onto there. So there we have it. Again, that is today, what we have done today. I'm not going to put any more of those in. We've got plenty. So put all those away. So that's what we've done, like I say. Our arrangement for today with a little pumpkin frame and ribbon and just some hanging basket liner that you put in a hanging basket. And then just a bit of the oasis at the bottom, but the rest all ribbons. And then just put some floral in to blend in with our ribbons. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's probably another 2-hour video. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry for being disturbed again by my delivery guy. But I wanted to share them with you when he came. I didn't share the wreath that came yesterday because you've all seen a wreath. But I just wanted to share what I've ordered. Some things anyway. I've got another order coming. I don't know when that's going to come. Hopefully one day this week. So the blues and some reds. So, and I'll share those with you as well. And again, I'm going to try and get a video done, a live video on Wednesday. Again, it'll probably be about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's when I'm planning on doing it. So just keep an eye out, guys. If I've not done one live, then I apologise because my son is at work and I may get it wrong myself trying to set it up. So, if not, then I know he's got Friday off, so then I'll do it Friday and then he can help set it up while he's at home. So again, it'll either be Wednesday 3 o'clock or Friday that I do a live video. So just keep a lookout for it. And I hope you all join, and I'd love to have a chat with you and say hi to you all on the live. So please join me on the live. And I hope you enjoyed watching this as well, learning how to attach ribbons. And please subscribe and share and like. And give us a thumbs up or just send me a little message on what you think. And I hope you have a wonderful day. So all the best, everyone. And again, thank you for your superb messages. You're very, very, very kind. And I love you all. So have a great day and I'll see you shortly. Or should I say soon? Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.